I'm Richard Matharoo. It's Thursday, means a brand new episode of Free Coaching Thursday, where I just give it to you straight, the answers to the questions that my audience have been asking about how to build a better business. Let's just dive straight into it now. Okay, welcome back. So I got the questions up here. Let's dive into them quickly. Who knows, maybe something in here will be exactly what you're looking for and you're like, man, yeah, I can use that. That's a great piece of advice. Hopefully that's the case in this episode. So I have named my Facebook page the same as an existing business in another state. Will I get into trouble for this? Yeah, you probably will. Because think about it on the other way around. If you've created a business, you've thought about the name, someone's got the domain name, or maybe it's registered to them, even if it's not, if you're building a brand and an audience and results around that name, would you be happy if someone else came along and just kind of used that? If someone else started to siphon off that attention and they didn't deserve it or earn it, they just wanted to steal that name, right? I'm not saying you stole it. It sounds like a genuine mistake, but I wouldn't do it. Also, why straight away would you want to put yourself up in competition with somebody else, right? Why would you do that? Like, already you're slicing your audience in half because there's two options straight away for the exact name and the exact brand. Also, final thing that I would speak of on this is it's far less complicated and easier to build a personal brand than a named company brand. Okay, when you build a named company brand, you have a whole infrastructure to show as well as personality, right, behind it. With a personal brand, you can just show the personality. It's more flexibility for you to change direction. Let's say you called your company name, I don't know, realestaleadgeneration.com. Well, if you then decide I don't want to do this anymore, I want to do health club lead generation, now you're stuck because you built a whole brand around that name. But if it was Richard Matharoo, well, I can make that anything I want to until I decide to stick with something, then I may want to go with a brand. So it just gives you more flexibility, less pressure, less competition. Why would you invite that trouble straight away? Also, have faith in yourself. You don't need somebody else's name. You can design your own and go with that. Next question. I get this type of thing a lot. How do you make money online? How have you succeeded? It's simple. Someone will only exchange money for value, right? And value can be in the form of entertainment, education. Typically, it's a result in our game, in the game of business. What problem are you solving? What pain are you removing? What benefit are you giving? That's it, right? That's how you provide value as a business owner. So think of what money is. It's just a currency. Literally, it's a currency, right? People exchange it for something else that they see as of equal or better value. So if you can create something that is worth more to that person than those numbers, they'll exchange it with you. And online, it's the same as offline. You create a message, you solve a problem, you show that to the right people, and then you give them an easy way they can pay for it. That's it. It's actually easier online. People say, oh, I can do this offline, but you can do it online. It's just a simple couple of steps to set something up. You could use richardmatharoo.com/CF trial. That's all the technical stuff you need, and most of it's done for you in that system. Collecting payments, delivering, deliverables, linking it up to opt-ins, products. Also, you can see on that trial there, all sorts of stuff you can do. So the logistics that people think is hard is not. Online allows you to show way more people your offer in a way less cost in a way shorter period of time. So stop thinking about all these tiny little minute details and just think, am I offering something that will solve a problem for somebody, that they will receive some true benefit for, and there's an easy way for them to pay me for it? If you're not, well, you won't be. That's why you're not making any money. It's an easy solve. Not easy, but it's a simple solve, okay? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the next question. Here's another type of question I get a lot of. What is the best way you can make money for the littlest work possible? That person is either really smart or really lazy, right? Because they're looking for the lowest resistance way to make a lot of money. Now, the truth is, any way you make a lot of money is going to be hard because it's worth it. If there was an easy way, everyone would jump into it, right? It would become diluted, it would become the norm, and the competition would be absolutely humongous, and there wouldn't be as much of the pie to go around. So anything that requires a lot of money and little work don't go together. The only time that happens and that goes together is when you've put in the ditches already. Like, I can send out an email or hold a webinar and make a lot of money. If that's all you saw in my business, you'd be like, man, I can't believe this guy just sends one email and he makes a fortune. Yeah, but I had to show value and deliver value to those people for them to become a member of my email list. I had to continue to give them value and results and help them for them to stay on my email list and listen to what I've got to say and trust the product I show them is worthwhile. So there's a lot of time and effort gone into that to build it to the point where someone gets an email from me, goes, if Richard says it's good, I'll buy it. A lot of time went into that. Same on a webinar, same on anything, same on an advert. So all that effort needs to be put in at some point to dig those ditches. So instead of asking yourself what's the easiest way you can make a lot of money, ask yourself what it is that you enjoy doing. Like, what would you want your day-to-day life to be like when you're successful? How much money are you looking to make? It's no good going into a business model that will never reach that amount of money, or going into a business model that is far, far higher and there's no need to work that hard if you don't want to, right? Look at what you want your life to look like, and then you can start to build a business that fits along those requirements. Too many people start a business because they think it makes sense and then try and squash their life in around it. Eventually they get unhappy because there's a mismatch in where they actually want to live, and they end up quitting, and it's all been a worthless exercise. So start with the end result and work your way backwards would be my advice in terms of effort and money. Well, here's an interesting question. How do you define both business and personal success? So personal success for me is leaving a person and this planet better for me having been on it, in a general sense. Like I want things to outlive me that only exist because I existed. That's personal success to me. And then business success is how many people am I helping based off of the information that I'm sharing. That's it. You know, I love people getting back to me. Oh, I earned this much money this month. I signed up this many people. This has changed. You know, I've spent the benefits of that. I've been able to spend this much time with my wife or daughter or husband or whatever. That's like, those are business successes to me. That's what I really enjoy. Like money in the bank. Yeah, of course that counts because we need it, right? We need it to fuel our lifestyle. But for me, because I create information and exchange that information for money, I know that the money in the bank will be taken care of so long as I focus on helping other people. So that's my definition of personal and business success. How long have we been going for? 8 minutes. Let me have a little quick check, see if there's any of my email that have just come through while I've been in here. I'll answer this one here. Why are online reviews about a business so mixed? That's a great question. Max asked that question. It's a great question. So there are different types of people that create reviews for most products and businesses, okay? There are a small number of people that create it to add value. Like, this is a product, I've used it, this is what I think of it. And they just put it out there. The vast majority are trying to either make a sale of that product, so they'll hide in negative points, or they're trying to sell a similar competitive product. So they're trying to dissuade you in the best possible way. That's pretty much it. So there are people all the time, especially in network marketing industry, that will come out there and give overly negative reviews because they're just trying to sell you on a different business model, or keep you on their website to sell you another product, or sell you on a competitor. So they put doubt into your mind, like saying, hey, you know, it's a great, they like a sheep in wolf's clothing. This business is a great business if you want to suck. You know, they're like, whoa, where did that switch pitch come from? You know, I love this business. It's great if you don't like making money. I mean, like, they say all sorts of stupid stuff, sometimes more subtle than that, just to try and go, oh, right, mate, wow, what's wrong? Oh, but I've got the solution. Oh, well, that's handy, isn't it? That you just happen to have that solution. So the best thing to do is to look at the background of the person before you actually consider the review. Like, if you are, let's say, for example, considering joining a network marketing company, is this person in network marketing? Are they in this company? How long have they been in the company for? Because if someone's giving a review about something they're not even in, how does that make sense? Like, would you trust a restaurant review from someone who's never eaten at the restaurant? No, I wouldn't, Richard. Well, why not? Because they don't know what they're talking about. So why, just because someone has a website, would you believe them? Just because they put it out there on Google or wherever, on Facebook? Apparently, this, and this. Well, there's opinions everywhere. What's the actual facts? Have you been in the company? Have you been in the industry? Do you know the owners? So then what are you talking about? Like, no one asked for the opinion. Why are you volunteering it? Unless you're thinking you're adding value to the world. And the negative comments, they often aren't. And then same with the positive ones. Has this person, if they say they're creating amazing results with a product, well, go look for those results. Go look for them on the leaderboard. Go look for the sales they made in their company, right? Just look at the background of the person who's delivering the advice before you take the advice. And that's good. That's a good rule for anything, right? No different when we're looking at reviews for businesses online. So I hope that's helped you. We're just over 10 minutes now. That's long enough for this video. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Free Coaching Thursday. I'm back here every Thursday, 11 a.m. UK time with a brand new episode. So subscribe if you don't want to have to try and remember all that, and it'll be delivered to your inbox. I think on YouTube, which I'm pretty sure, you subscribe, and then if you tick the little bell, anytime I release a video, it'll be sent to you in your inbox so you can see if the topic is something you want to take a look at. As always, go create a day in life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. If you want to know more about what I do and you want to receive more help, more advice, more free information, you can go to richardmatharoo.com. I'll see you over there. Bye for now.